Hello friends, we are back and this time we're going for the Super Loco Engine in Super Loco World. So we just after multiple retries got ourselves to capital level 6 and the goal now is to couple of things really. We can create a new region, which is this like super loco machine, and it needs people sent to it. And our station here has a ton of people loaded up here, like, and it looks like it's producing 10 at a time. So there's that, and then the other thing is we can add a station right here, which we've had so much gumming up. But I mean, it does seem to be working. As you can see, we are continuing to fulfill all 3 needs at once. Although I don't know if we're doing it consistently enough to grow beyond this. I'm actually amazed the food at 16x is going through. But yeah, this doesn't look great. So the interesting thing is that I was thinking we could add the 3rd station and make it just a passenger line, since it does need, one of the things you can actually build in this game is the strongman, which takes 15 carriages, which seems like it would be good for something like these people who are spawning at a very high rate. And since, these 2 stations are not really, I don't think it would hold a 15 carriage train that well. I think, yeah, see, this is the worst. And what is he doing? Yeah, see how he had to wait so much? Had to wait until this guy was all the way over here before he actually decided to go. So let's have a look. So railway station, we can add a station. Actually, it fits right there. It's kind of interesting. It's interesting if I put one here, then these food guys who are coming in this way could theoretically leave without having to get gummed up at the other station, but I mean, I'm gonna try. Seeing he's coming all the way down around this way. You could even do that, although I don't think there's enough things on that line. I mean, I'm definitely gonna, there's no harm in adding that in right there. They totally share all their cargo. I think it will actually help a little. And he can like pick up tools from there and then head on back to, yeah, it's kind of interesting. So he should go through, he shouldn't wait, yeah. Okay, so I think that will help just alone, like without even like changing any track. Now, the issue is, yeah, what are we gonna do about this passenger line? So this is a long enough track for the passenger line. And as long as the train just gets the hell out of this place, I mean, this is kind of an interesting one. I mean, I just hate adding intersections, but I mean, I'm not sure, because this is kind of perfect, right? He goes down this line and just leaves, and he goes up here, and everything's kind of peachy for that point. But then how does he get over here without... could do a cut up here. I think oh no, this is apparently a one-way. Is that right? Yeah, that's a one-way, so we don't want to cut up there. I mean, this is probably not used that much. So theoretically, he could come up here, or go over here and cross. I don't think that's terrible. Then the question is coming back. I mean, there's room for a little... It's for an odd double-way line right here. But then he's coming back. I mean, ideally, actually, I want him to come back on this side. Because, yeah, I want him coming back through this. I think we'll do that. All right, that's the plan. See if we break it all. And I'll be back. All right, we are back, and we don't have too much congestion. I don't love it, and I just have to put in a massive a depot with a massive long line just cutting through here. This is not actually going to be used track. It was just a way for me to easily launch the passenger train. So that just delivered its first lineup of people. people to this station right here. Actually, interestingly, some of these are lit up and some are not. I don't know if that means that there's still people on this train. Oh, does it have to stop? Oh, I see. So it sort of has a, like, yeah, the platform's not big enough. I don't think I had a bigger platform option. You know, like, I've never used the warehouse. It has 2 adjacent tracks, one for giving goods, the other for receiving. Fascinating. So, you know, I don't know if that's something logistically I should have paid more mind to. Yeah, you can see there's our passenger line. I wanted to keep it on its own track, especially since it's a pretty slow, shiny chugger is a good name for this. I do have it joining this line, which is exclusively for the iron, or it was exclusively for the iron, but you can see that is significantly slower than the iron train. So hopefully it won't hold up the iron train. Actually, I don't know how much significantly slower it is, just because maybe it's only the 1 notch slower. It's just I'm running at normal speed, which I don't usually run at. But so I moved the station over to this to the right-hand side here by the lake. It was causing too much bottleneck right here. I think it's better that they continue to just use this station for drop-off, etc. And then this is, so basically this is just for iron and for the passenger train now. Did it pick up? Really can't tell if it picked up. Also, we are going to need a refueling site, and that is going to be a monster long site. I mean, over here is fine, I think. It's going to have a really long, it's a really long one, I think. Oh, I always forget to put this a few back, although I don't think it's going to matter. I don't know how many stations I'm going to have on this one, or how many trains. So hopefully that's long enough. And then the usual fuel, go left if fuel is low, otherwise go straight. Yeah, okay, well that delivered another load. So it is growing a little. I'm not sure if we're going to need 2 trains. I feel like we probably will, especially with refueling time on top. I don't feel like... Now, what is that train? How did you make it to that side? Concerned. I'm not sure how that could have made it on there. Keep an eye on that. Let's speed things up. I guess. Who are you? You're the wood train, huh? Go over this. Over here. Oh, you do come over here. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's fine. Yeah, and then he just waits until he needs to deliver wood. Okay. I think this is fine. The issue is whether the passenger train joining here, because, you know, I'm really not that bothered about sort of having the passenger train run parallel. So let's do it. I mean, you know, other than like the one-time cost of the rail, which we can afford completely. So that is always going to be that direction. Speed that up. Yeah, this is the part, it really, yeah. But I mean, this was happening before. There was nothing I've added to this. Okay, yeah, so he'll just take his own road. And gonna make another full circuit. So I think when he goes by, I'm gonna just put another long passenger train out. Yeah, I think we do need that. You know, if we want to keep that consistently growing, that is going to be the way. There's enough for another whole train, so let's do it. Strong man. Maxed out passenger wagon. Oh, one of the trains went by. You reached carriage limit. Oh, okay, I guess we're fine. Yeah. Wait, what was that? Location's occupied. Ugh, all these, okay, pause. There we go. There we go. See, he just has to go across there. I'm going to call this passenger 2. I should have done that with the other one, but yeah. Okay. So, yeah, he's gonna join on the wood line here, but that's fine because then he won't come back onto it. All right. And yeah, plenty of passengers to pick up. Should see another 8 of them disappear. And then even, I'm not sure where the other train, he's refueling right now. Yeah, so I think this is fine. And he's still not holding up the iron or the wood train, so that's good. Yeah, I've managed to add, can't believe it, but I've managed to add a passenger line without seriously disrupting the rest of the traffic here. Although it doesn't look like I'm getting the capital up, so I'm going to have to start worrying about that again. I'm curious, I don't know how quickly I need to get that done before this grows, because we can see this is actually about to pop. So this has been a bit of real-time recording. I have been kind of skipping ahead more, but it'd be cool if there was a little ride-along. I mean, there's no reason you couldn't have like a kind of a camera view that rides along with it, right? This is me manually doing it, but it's hard to keep the camera at the same speed. Whatever this magic machine is. All right, we did it. So let's upgrade. We've got plenty of money. Oh, and there it is. You've completed Super Loco World. However, you continue playing with the goal of developing your capital to the next level. Turn to the game. All right. And then that did add fish and tuna. So, yeah, what happened to our machine? Nothing? Just keeps going. Because we're delivering workers to it. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't love my chances of getting another... I assume I can't build another station. Yeah, maximum. You know, with 2 passenger trains running through, I mean, it might be a bit cheesy. We could turn those off because I don't think... Yeah, it's got nothing more to deliver. So, you know, getting money at this point is not really that important. So I could potentially get our capital up. I guess the other question is like, I mean, well, yeah, is food really what's holding it up? It might be. There goes the food consumption. Yeah, I'm just not even sure how much extra the food is holding up. And I also don't quite understand why you would need to... Like, fish is the raw stuff, tuna is the processed. Why would you need to bring tuna in? Since it seems to be the same amount of consumption. Something tells me there's a sort of like... There's more to develop in this game. So the fish all over at the coast, which makes sense. And then, yeah, tuna can be just inland. I'm sure tuna's gonna need like tools, which means more trains out of the cities. I mean, yeah, I just don't see the city being able to handle more traffic. Okay, so we went ahead and expanded our fish operation, or introduced the fish operation. So we've got a cool little dock here with our fishing boats, and we've got our station. Fish production is not upgradable, just basically, or maximum level reached. Yeah, I don't think it was upgradable, but it makes fish pretty quickly, 4 at a time. We actually have 4. We have 3 fish tankers running. Funny enough, they look like liquid tankers. I guess that makes some sense. The fish are kept in liquid. I don't know, but we have 3 of these tankers running, and as before, we've kept a kind of not a fully dedicated line, but almost. Like this line right here is entirely dedicated to fish. It then rejoins the iron line here, which isn't that busy. It's just a single iron train on this line. So it's not holding up too much. But you can see there's fish 2 and fish 1 and 3 are over here. I did reduce the passenger train down to a single single passenger, just because we don't need we didn't need the passenger revenue, so you know, don't even technically need to keep that running, but why not getting revenue? So I didn't create tuna though, which would basically takes people, fish, and I believe tools. Can have a quick look. Make the region, make the row. So you can, since I could delete it, I can just look. Game really needs an in-game wiki, but yeah. So it's actually it's the flour. So 4 flour, 2 fish, create and 1 iron creates 8 cans of tuna. So the question is it really worth creating? Like basically, you're upgrading 6 food into 8 food, because the actual, like, the tuna it isn't worth anything more in demand than the fish. So I don't know. I think that you know, that, what is that, like a 20% bump? So I guess like a 33% bump. So you get 33% more food from these 2 food inputs. Costs you an extra iron. Costs you a whole bunch of logistics. I don't know. We might need it. I'll just destroy this. Like, we might end up needing it, but the good news is, oh, we hit it. So yeah, so we were able to deliver. Like, the clothes and furniture didn't increase, and we were able, with 3 extra, you know, fish deliveries, we got there. So yeah, let's see what happens when we get to the next level. Not enough money. Oh, so you know, that might be where the passenger thing. But there we go. Let's do it. Just hit it. Capital level 7. All right. So that's the maximum level, and yeah, I think that's it, because, you know, no new region got unlocked, just the tuna. So other than not actually producing tuna, you know, other than producing tuna just for sheer completionist sake, I mean, I'd say this is definitely a fully completed game at this point, and hopefully, yeah, hopefully we'll see it develop further. It was you know, it was only a little $8 game, so not expecting a huge amount from it. I love the engine though. I think the big improvements I'd like to see is yeah, the ability to kind of create a bridge instead of these intersections. And then yeah, like how big can the world expand? You could obviously add so many more production factories and goods, right? Like, that doesn't feel super. But if you did, I think like extra cities would be the way to go, rather than just keep making, you know, can we build more cities? You could have passenger traffic between them, you know, your standard railroading fare at that point. But you know, I do like the engine. I like the logic game, even if it is less intuitive than, like, you know, common train games where you're building routes. So hope you enjoyed the full playthrough, and I will see you at the next one.